Michael here from the Roof Guys, and this is your roof. Looks like somebody began to mark the hail damage for you, so I just circled some more so you could see the extent of it around the roof. Not too much on the backside, but there is a little bit of wind damage there. Where I have the L's, those are wind damage. You need 25% for an insurance claim, for a legitimate claim, in order to get them to pay out. But of course, that would depend on your policy also. So I wasn't sure if that's the route you were looking to go. You can see in that shingle there's some creasing where the wind has picked the shingle up and just kind of bent it back and forth and back and forth. That's what leads to that creasing. You have some nail pops there where the nail's just starting to make its way through. That just happens from aged roofs. Down here was a little concerning because these aren't normal tears from wind damage. Some of these are kind of sharp. So you just got to be careful who you're letting up on the roof and be sure they're not vandalizing it in any way. But typically when you have wind damage, you get those crease marks. These are very sharp, almost like a tool was used to cut those. That one is more of a natural cut. And then this one here is more of a natural crease also. The cricket area here is where we see leaks in these gable style homes. If you do get a leak, just because it takes so much time for the water to dry. An amateur will come in here and only do the ice and water barrier in the valley per code. They won't do any extra protection in there. They won't work with that flashing to be sure you're not getting leaks down the road. And a lot of amateurs, 2 guys in a truck, will only give you 1-year warranty against leaks and 5-year workmanship. So sometimes it takes time before you even see that. On that same note, we're the only ones that are going to be able to remove the solar tubes because all of this needs to come up at a re-roof, reinstall them, and continue your warranty of the lifetime against roofs. No other roofer, because they don't have certified installers, will be able to reinstall your 2 tubes and continue the warranty on those. Drip edge here, it's currently not code. That's what flicks the water away. We replace all of that with our roof replacements. Some roofers will say, we'll do it where there's not gutters. So like right here and going up the eaves, but they won't do it behind your gutters. And you just don't get as good of a seal if you don't do the drip edge all the way around. Comes up almost 2 inches. A lot of times they don't reuse the old ones correctly, and it ends up getting rotted wood over time. But you don't currently have any ice and water barrier now in the valleys. That's all going to be installed. A little bit of lint in there. They recommend you get these cleaned out every year and a half. That's a service we offer for $89. Some more splits of the ridge caps there. Plumbing boot, that's where your sink, tub, and toilet all breathe from. We're going to be replacing that with a bullet boot, so it'll have a guard on top of it also instead of a lead boot. A lot of roofers that cut corners will just put the lead boots back on. Here's where you got another nail pop there. You can see where the nails start to come up. And that just works its way out, gets water in there, and sometimes you got a leak you don't even know because it hasn't made it to your ceiling. Got a little bit of wind damage in these valleys here. That's where all the water comes rushing to. So really important to keep an eye on closet or whatever area might be above there. 4 foot off ridge. These are vents, just the hottest of the air just naturally rises out of that. We would be replacing those. All those accessories like the plumbing boots and the vents, they all come in gray, brown, or black. A lot of people think these mushroom vents are attic fans. They're just another vent, just like your 4 foot off ridge, just the hottest of the air naturally rising out of it. Your goosenecks, that's where I pulled your lint out of on the other side. But these 2 are probably for a bath fan or a range. We'll be replacing all those plumbing boot tops, 4 foot off ridge, the 135 mushroom vents. You currently have a CertainTeed shingle. It's like a builder grade. Great up north because they're a little bit thicker. But down here, what you want is to be able to reflect the sun, not insulate the hot attic. You actually want it to do the opposite. You want it to breathe better. But all in all, that is your roof.